The water sector has witnessed a wave of cyber attacks in recent years, especially after the pandemic. And if it's one lesson that it's taught us, it's that cyber attacks within critical national infrastructure are no longer hypothetical. They're now becoming a harsh reality. Within the water sector, I've seen cyber attacks fall under four key areas. The first one is what we call ransomware, but particularly ransomware in OT and operational industrial environments. What we've noticed now is that threat actors are paying more and more attention to SCADA and industrial control systems, and a lot of that is down to the water sector. The second area of risk we see is around supply chain and third-party compromises when it comes to cybersecurity. So we know that water companies, by way of the nature they operate in, have hundreds of, sometimes thousands of third parties. So making sure that they have that security within the supply chain is absolutely key. The third area we see are insider threats, both malicious and accidental. And the fourth area we see is what I call cyber sabotage. Now that can come in a variety of forms. It could be cyber attackers gaining access to plant operational parameters, so that they change various variables such as sensors, such as dosing materials, and so on and so forth. So why has the sector become more vulnerable over the last couple of years? Well, again, there are a couple of reasons for this. The first one I see is that the water sector still suffers from what I call an aging infrastructure. So many of the devices and things that we see there are legacy systems, legacy devices, and they weren't designed with cybersecurity in mind. Okay, so that's important to understand that we still have a lot of critical processes running on very dated technology within the water sector. The second area that I see is the rise of regulations, particularly in Europe. We have NIST, and within the UK we have CAF and ECAF. So a lot of regulatory compliance are coming out there. And the third area I see are really around the interest that cyber threat actors are taking, particularly within the water sector and similar SCADA environments. In terms of what boards and executive needs to understand when it comes to cybersecurity within the water industry, I'd say there are three key messages here. The first one is we need to get the basics right. I visit a lot of water companies, and yes, it's great to be thinking about AI and advanced analytics, but we need to focus on getting the cyber foundations right. So good network hygiene, network segmentation, strong access management, backup and recovery, incident response. These are all solid foundations that will prevent 70 to 80% of cyber attacks. The second thing I would say is that we need to look at cybersecurity as a maturity journey over time. Okay, this isn't a quick fix. So, threats, there are different threats coming out every single day, and therefore this is really about a maturity journey and a longer term strategy. The third thing I would say is, and this is actually the most important, is consider cybersecurity as a business enabler, not just something that is going to protect your data and networks and infrastructure. The way I look at cybersecurity for the water industry, it really is around protecting one of the world's most important natural resources. So we really need to look at cybersecurity in terms of how we provide safe and clean drinking water to the public, and not just securing a system. I hope that's been useful. For any further insights on securing the water sector, please feel free to get in touch. Thank you.